If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. I spend a lot of time on this channel explaining to you that I think you really need to do trial runs and be prepared, and this lifestyle may not be for everyone. I've explained how difficult sometimes the life is, having to start the generator in the morning or spending endless days inside the camper because it's raining or cold. I've explained how you're not always able to go places that you want to go because life just gets in the way. I've spent an endless amount of time explaining how difficult it is to find water. Water seems to be one of those resources that don't exist as a nomad. I've explained the importance of having internet and how difficult it is to have internet, and that after 2 years I finally broke down and got now I have two providers, Verizon and AT&T. I've explained the 3 stages of development in this lifestyle. I've explained that, the first 6 months of this lifestyle, you're going to be excited and ready to go and just moving all the time and spending tons of money. It's going to be like a 6-month vacation. And then this next 6 months, you're kind of asking yourself, is this still exciting anymore? There's sure an awful lot of work. And you start to slow down and you start to reanalyze things and you're trying to convince yourself it's still exciting. And then after that, you're going to really start to come to terms with if this lifestyle is even worth living. Do you enjoy it? And I've explained that we would have stopped living this lifestyle if the pop-up camper hadn't burned down. If we hadn't gotten a second chance with this camper here that we're in now, the one that we built, the homemade truck camper, we probably would have stopped. Trying to move that thing around all the time, and the setup and the disassembly and the dread of having to move. And now I can move this thing in just a few minutes. I mean, within a half hour, we're up and going. But since then, I've explained that this lifestyle is just life. No different than a stick and brick. It's just life. You live this life, you get used to it. If you've decided that, after the year, you've decided you're going to stick with it. As a lot of you know, we've had to come to Missouri. And boy, 2 winters in a row now we've had to come to Missouri. And I'm not going to explain it again, why we have to be in Missouri. I feel like a broken record, and a lot of people don't think I am addressing it properly. So if you don't know why we're in Missouri, and we have to be in Missouri again this year in the winter, just know that we have to be in Missouri. And it's cold. It's been windy for 2 weeks now. I can barely get outside to make a video. Right now, the wind gusts are, I think, around 40 miles an hour. So I'm stuck in the camper nonstop. But the advantage to this is I've been able for the last month park in front of Mom's house. Huge advantage. And man, it has just like relaxed me. It's like a vacation away from the nomadic lifestyle. Mom's got a constant supply of water. I can go inside and take hot showers, endless showers if I wanted to. Whereas in the camper, if I take a shower, you turn the shower water on for a second and get wet, and then you soak down, and then you rinse off, and you use about 2.5 gallons of water. I've got to hook up to her electric. I don't have to worry about the generator running. As a matter of fact, I drained the gas out of it a while back, and I haven't had to do maintenance on the generator. She's got internet. Wi-Fi, I'm only about 20 or 30 feet away from her Wi-Fi connection, so I have endless internet, endless electric, endless water. It's every nomad's dream. So, of course, it brings you back to the question, is this lifestyle even worth it? All the work that you got to do, and then when you come in, you realize all the things that you miss as a nomad. You miss the water, you miss the electric, you miss endless amounts of internet. Never having to struggle. If I want to go to the store, it's like 3 blocks away. As a matter of fact, I went to the Dollar General, and every time I go to Dollar General, I just walk over there. Whereas if you're out in the National Forest, you're miles away from anything. It's an all-day event. It's like packing up the horse buggy, I guess, back in the 1800s, and it's just been real nice. Relaxing. A vacation. But just like any vacation, I've realized this is a vacation. And every day that I'm here, the more and more I realize how much I want to be out there in the National Forest and conservation areas. It has been a real eye-opener how much I want to be out there, which is interesting. Because before, like I said, I thought I could take it or leave it. But I actually think that the more I'm at Mom's, the more I want to take it. I want to continue to do this, and I want to travel, and I want to see the country. Being out in the national forest has a real appeal to me for some reason. This last summer, we were in South Dakota, and I had an absolute fantastic time in South Dakota. It was absolutely wonderful. And I've thought about going back there almost nonstop now in the last week or so, and try that again and see if we can, extend our reach a little bit this time and go further west. We have Verizon Internet, like I said, which is really going to open up a lot of opportunities for us, because now we'll have more internet. We don't have to worry so much about not having internet, and we're constantly doing research on it. Going back and forth to see Carolyn, I've noticed that if I don't have Verizon Internet, I can always switch over to AT&T, and that's just a 150-mile trip. I can just switch back and forth, and I've got non-stop internet between the two. So this is going to open up more opportunities. I am really looking forward to getting back on the road, enjoying our life again. The work, I think, that I have to do to put into this lifestyle, constant maintenance on the camper, constant maintenance on the generator, constant maintenance on the electric system, constantly working the problem. I am beginning to realize the lifestyle is worth all that work. It is worth the hardships of being in the cold when you don't want to be in the cold, being in a tight space all the time. It's worth it. I've really come to the conclusion that I'm going to continue this lifestyle for as long as I possibly can. And I know that Carolyn, she's been talking to me on Facebook every night, and she's really starting to miss it too. I can tell it. She talks about it all the time now, getting back to our life. I think if you're going to come out here, that you need to take a vacation from the lifestyle. And when you hook up and everything's great, and you're with family and friends, and it's perfect, see if you start dreaming about getting back out there. That's when you're going to know that you're a nomad. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.